The relationship between Batman and Gordon has always been special to me. You've got a police officer with years on the job, someone who's been through it all, trying to preserve whatever's left of justice in Gotham, and then you've got a vigilante outlaw, someone operating outside the law, taking justice into his own hands. And somehow, despite how unlikely that sounds, it works. Aside from the core dynamic of the relationship, the friendship between Batman and Gordon has always been something I look forward to in any storyline. I genuinely love their interactions. In the beginning, the relationship can feel a bit mundane at times. It's usually just Batman needing information, Gordon providing it, and then Batman does his usual disappearing act like the Undertaker. But as the years go by and the relationship slowly turns into real friendship, those moments start to change. You get scenes where they actually open up more, where it doesn't even feel like Batman talking to Commissioner Gordon anymore. It feels like Bruce talking to Jim. And those are the moments I love the most. There is this one scene in Arkham Knight that I just adore and love so much. It's genuinely special to me. I probably love it more than I should, but before we even get into that scene, there's some important context we need to understand at first. Because there's so much they don't know about each other, or at least that's what we thought. This is a friendship between two detectives. Even if they try to hide something, it's going to be incredibly difficult to keep it a secret forever. And if you haven't picked up on it already, I'm talking about the big question. Does Gordon know that Batman is Bruce Wayne? Gordon, for the most part, has nothing to hide, unlike Batman, who is built on secrecy. And whether Gordon knows or not, it really just depends on the interpretation. For example, in the Nolan trilogy, Gordon clearly does not know who Batman is at all. Then you've got The Dark Knight Returns, where both of them at that stage in their life have nothing to hide anymore. They openly acknowledge that Bruce Wayne is Batman, and there's no tension around it. And then there are these other adaptations where Gordon knows who Batman is, but chooses not to say anything. Not to the public, and not even to Batman himself out of respect. In these versions, Batman might even know that Gordon knows, but both of them, again, out of mutual respect, just never bring it up. But in the Arkham games, at least before Arkham Knight, I don't remember ever getting a clear answer. I never got a strong vibe that Gordon definitely knows or definitely doesn't. What we do know is this: they are close, they are definitely friends. The relationship is strong, we have seen it in the games.
Long night, Jim. Joker invades City Hall and holds the mayor hostage.
But the question always lingers. Does he know? And if he does Batman know that he knows? These two men have gone through so much together over the years, and in most stories, what usually destroys relationships? Secrets. The secret of who Batman is makes perfect sense. To the world, Batman could be anybody. That mystery is a part of what makes him effective. It protects him, and more importantly, it protects the people closest to him. Gordon at that point may or may not know who Batman is, but one thing is certain: he definitely does not know that Barbara was Batgirl this whole time. This is not the scene that I'm talking about. So when we're talking about great scenes in Arkham Knight, yeah, this is easily one of the best, and honestly, we have to talk about it for context alone. You are telling me my daughter, my own flesh and blood, has been working for you this whole time, and only now I'm finding out about it? Just think about all the emotions Gordon must be feeling at that moment. This entire time, he blamed himself for what happened to Barbara, and it's pretty much common knowledge what happened in the Killing Joke storyline.
Candy grab! Oh, don't pass out just yet. Come on, show a little spine.
But please put yourself in Jim's shoes. There is so much context he does not know. He doesn't know that his daughter is Batgirl. He doesn't know that she's been working with Batman this whole time. So the only logical conclusion he can come up with is, this all happened because of me. Joker did this to get to me. I am the reason my own daughter suffered. When in reality, because Batgirl is actually Barbara Gordon, Joker did that to get to Batman.
This is what happens when you drag your friends into this crazy little game of ours.
Life goes on. Gordon has to live with that guilt, that belief that this all happened because of him. And then, it happens again. In Batman Arkham Knight, Barbara gets kidnapped, and once again, Gordon reaches to the only conclusion that makes sense to him. This is all happening because of me.
This isn't your fault, Jim. Of course it is. Crane's done this to get to me.
When again, in reality, it's just Jason Todd working with Scarecrow targeting Barbara to get to Batman. Only this time, Batman finally tells him the truth. And again, please just think about all the emotions. All those years, all that guilt, all that pain, the torment, the depression, blaming myself for something that isn't even my fault. And now you find out it was not you, it was him. It was you, Batman, my longtime friend. Joker did that to get to you. Scarecrow kidnapped her to get to you. All this was because of you? And now you're telling me about it? Yeah, safe to say this is one valid crash out.
Fault. I will find her.
She's my family! My daughter! She's all I've got!
I remember being 14 and seeing this scene for the first time, it genuinely made me emotional. There's just something about good friends falling out that hits hard. It's heartbreaking seeing a relationship go from longtime allies to basically enemies in an instant. And after that, Batman and Gordon don't really meet for a while. The events of Arkham Knight continue, we're searching for Barbara, and eventually we're told she's in this area. And we all know what supposedly happens next. At this point, both we and Batman believe Barbara's gone, but in reality, it was just a hallucination. Then Batman gets tipped off that Gordon is going after Scarecrow on his own, so we go to his location, only to find out Gordon has already been captured. As we make our way towards him, we get that surprise boss fight, and during it, we hear something from the Arkham Knight.
I told you I knew everything about you, didn't I? Don't worry, Bruce. I kept some secrets to myself.
After everything, we finally reach Jim Gordon to rescue him when...
Turn around.
Who are you?
You really have no idea. Do you, Bruce?
The Arkham Knight just straight up says who Batman is right in front of Jim. Gordon probably witnessed, or at the very least, heard everything that happened during that boss fight. So now I'll ask the question again. Does he know, or did the Arkham Knight just reveal it? Or maybe Gordon always had a gut feeling and this just confirmed it. Or maybe Batman and Gordon were already somewhat open about it. I say that because of a scene later on.
It's okay. It's not okay. You know what this means.
It's the end.
When they find out who you are, there'll be no hiding.
You need to trust me, Jim.
The way they talk to each other here feels like Gordon already understands the importance of keeping Bruce's secret, which could mean they're already aware. Or it could just mean Gordon understands that if Batman's identity is revealed, no matter who he is, the fear and mystique of Batman disappears instantly. I'm getting sidetracked, but the point is, at this stage, Gordon knows. How he knows, or when he figured it out, I don't think there's a clear answer. But right now, in this moment, Arkham Knight confirmed it. After being done with Jason, Gordon gets knocked out, and we go take our revenge for our friend, and then we get to the elevator scene.
Jim, I just want to say, working with Barbara, it was an honor.
Don't.
Even if you'd known what she was doing, you couldn't have stopped her.
Stubborn like her old man.
Brave.
You know, you see a lot in this job, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering. But I'll never forget taking a witness statement from an 8-year-old boy who'd just seen his parents gunned down.
You were kind, Jim.
I was thinking, I may never get a chance to tell you this, to say sorry.
You don't need to.
We're the same, Bruce. We'd do anything for our family.
There is so much to unpack here. First of all, one of the reasons this scene is so special in my opinion is because it happens during regular gameplay. There are no cuts, no cinematic tricks, it's just music and two old friends talking. From the moment this scene starts, you can feel the tension. Batman believes Barbara is dead, and he can't help but blame himself. And now he's standing in an elevator with the father of the daughter he thinks he got killed. But despite all that, Batman chooses to speak. He says it was an honor working with Barbara. But Gordon, still hurt, still feeling betrayed, tries to shut it down immediately. And yet Batman continues. He feels that if Gordon had even tried to stop her, he wouldn't have been able to. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who to blame. Gordon can blame Batman. Batman can blame himself. But realistically, neither of them could have stopped her from being who she is. And Gordon confirms this in a simple but powerful line. Stubborn, like her old man. Gordon knows himself and knows his daughter is exactly the same. And then something changes. Gordon puts aside his anger, he puts aside the feeling of betrayal, and he opens up. At this point, it's no longer Commissioner Gordon talking to Batman, it's Jim talking to Bruce. Gordon acknowledges everything that Batman has done for the city. The sacrifices, the pain, the weight of the mission, He understands how difficult it is, and he respects him for enduring it. When I first played this game as a kid, I genuinely cried at this moment. And even now, every time I replay it, I still tear up. There's just something so powerful about that shift, going from cold and distant to understanding and forgiveness. Because Bruce isn't perfect, he's human. He makes mistakes. He clearly regrets them, and Gordon sees that. He sees that underneath all that power, all the fear, all the mystique, is just a kid who once watched his parents get gunned down. Jim is an honest cop. He genuinely cares. He genuinely wants what's best for Gotham. And in that moment, he chooses empathy. Then Gordon says something that hits even harder. He says he may never get another chance to say this, so he says it. He's sorry. And he's right. Who knows what could happen after tonight? This could be his only chance. Of course, Batman, being who he is, tells him he doesn't have to. But Gordon still continues. He says that everything they've done, everything they are, it all comes down to one thing: family. Batman lied to Robin about Barbara, because Robin is family, and he was afraid of what Tim might do if he found out. He's afraid of losing him just like he lost Jason. And Gordon is out here risking his life, going head to head with Scarecrow, because Barbara is his daughter, she's family, and that's what connects them. And then the game continues, and whatever happens next, I just wanted to talk about this scene, because it means a lot to me. Every single playthrough, I always look forward to it. It's just two friends reconciling, being honest, being human. I'm really enjoying this new style of videos. I just love talking about the things I care about, so expect more like this. And not just Batman or Arkham, I'm a nerd about a lot of things and I love talking about them. If you've got any nerdy topics you're passionate about, please drop them in the comments. I genuinely enjoy hearing people talk about the things they love. And if you're new, I'd really appreciate your support. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Thank you guys for watching and goodbye.